I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Focus on the image now, but that ain't me. Lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds. These days everybody focus on the he say and she say, acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pic for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah, driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. Yeah, notice how the best days always had no plans. And we don't need no trip to Rome for the romance. Make the most of home. Cell phones closed, just hold hands. Looking for a food truck, maybe split a cold can of Pepsi. Ooh, you so refreshing. Glass half full, cause with you I'm never empty. Say it how it is, so with you I'm never guessing. Ooh, I've been obsessing. Hope you in my story at the ending. Hoping that you'll be around. This is not a quick flame, this is not a rebound. This is not a quick thing, this is something deep down. Really it's an instinct, gotta keep it going as you with me.
Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah. Driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. And we don't gotta force it. Watch your step, don't crease the forces. We join teams, we join forces. This is not a home, this a castle. This is not a castle, this a fortress. Car might be domestic, but the wine is still imported. Got you 500 flowers, girl, I had to match the horses. You always put other people before you, and you're always so supportive. It's only 2 doors, but I got that door for you. I like what I like, baby. I hope that's alright, baby. I'm free of you tonight, baby. Yeah, I'm free of you tonight, baby. And I've been doing front flips off the back porch. Go ahead and toss the ball off the backboard. You know I'll take you anywhere that you ask for. Go ahead, pack a bag, get a passport.
Driving on a sunset, top down,
sticking to the old route uptown.
If you're going my way, slow down, easy.
Yeah.
Driving on a good time, hop out.
I know you've been cooped up, locked down.
If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. 100. This mic is too high. Drop it, drop it, drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just been living la vida bankroll. How the saying go? Got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat.
Pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow. I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven.
Whoa.
Didn't think that it would work.
Yeah. Now they coming out the woodwork.
Built up my own platform.
Could say I'm in the woodwork.
Made the song go viral.
Probably off some footwork.
Well, either that or the hook work.
Always think of the hook first.
Now I gotta
make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop, I'm an icon.
They say, hi, con, could you put a price on? I said, I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs. Been in my bag, got a satchel pack, give me a chance.
Acid rap,
carry the weight, no fragile bag, fact to cap.
that's a fact.
Even my cap a Snapple fact.
Me and my gang like Rascal Flats.
Graduated like tassel hats, back to back.
I just been living la vida bankroll. How the saying go? Got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat.
Pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow. I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven.
Whoa.
How you going off like that? Off-white kicks and an off-white hat. Ain't start like that, but them things just dirty. Lot to unpack like I just got back. I could say hi, but it's just too
Fly
wordy.
bye, got a bird in the cinema. Live it up clouds. That's when I kick it up. Fill it up. What tank ain't big enough? Eyes on me, so I gotta make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop. I'm an icon.
They say, hi, con, could you put a price on? I said, I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs.
No way. Make a bag. Hell yeah. 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 Make a bag. Hell yeah.
I built a house to harbor myself in. I lock you out, I know that I'm selfish. My mother told me to follow my feet, but my legs feel weak, can't help it. Said I'm doing fine, I'm getting no sleep. Hold my breath every time the phone screen lights up. Praying it's your name that I'm gonna see, but it's not. Starting to regret it, cold feet, I'm stuck. Try to tell myself I'm good without you, but I'm really not. I've been having trouble trying to tell you how I feel inside. Being by your side, the only time I ever feel alive. Don't over-exaggerate, you told me that 1,000,000 times. Okay, well maybe not 1,000,000 times, but if we kept it going, we could reach the sky. I played it safe, think I need a roof. Thought it could be me and you, but I couldn't see it through. So I built a house to harbor myself in. I lock you out, I know that I'm selfish. My mother told me to follow my feet, but my legs feel weak.
I used to be around. Lately you been skipping stones, used to wanna talk. I'd rather take the sticks and stones, hurts more than I thought. I guess I got some brittle bones, so now when you're not, sorry baby isn't home, no. And maybe this time it's different, yeah. Maybe the scale is tipping, yeah. House got a well like a wishing, yeah. So I make wishes. If I just wish then I won't have to work for it. If I just get lucky I won't have to work for it. If I just get money I won't have to work for it, right? In the meantime, I built the house to harbor myself in. I locked you out, I know that I'm selfish. My mother
100. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. I'm my baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Nu is blue en het toes wil ik white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is zo voor mijn lijk. He do it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. En je chill it on me, but I'm ending a lie. I'm a lie en ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de koet in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En serie niet genoeg dat ik kopen we 10. Move in the beat, hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. spinning. If you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it.
On, guys, both the Airheads and the DeFi Rebel gang. Pretty ugly day.
I don't know. Crypto Twitter's on fire today, man. I thrive for that.
Why? What's going on? Everyone calling for a $1,000 Bitcoin again?
No, dude, everyone's on each other's throats, man. Like the whole POW thing, the banana gun thing, the influencer bullshit stuff.
Also, guys, if we're still setting this up, so if I'm echoing or he's echoing or something's not right, let us know in the comments. But yeah, there is a lot of drama going on with the Hit Network too, and they're rebranding to what now? What's it called? Discover Crypto.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I dig it. I don't know. I think the Ben Armstrong enthusiast, man, they got to give that guy some time to heal. Like, he needs to take a step back and just like get his family in. Like, you can't come out of like a long-term affair and whatever else they're not telling us about. It just
jump
right back into it, bro. Dude, his wife's like out of the corner every
beat.
video. It's like a couple who got caught cheating and they got to share a Facebook account now because they don't trust each other.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, it's wild.
It's 100%. She's searching his Twitter DMs and everything.
Yeah, she's got access to everything.
Yeah.
It's look, and that's not me talking shit. That's like, get healthy, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's absolutely wild. I could dig into it more, but we've beat that Ben Armstrong stuff to death. He's beat the Ben, like Ben's beat the Ben, like himself.
Well, the last thing I will say on it is that, I kind of joked when he made that original video saying he's starting over and BitBoy's dead.
Yeah.
And he's saying he's dropping all the Gucci suits and the Lamborghinis, and he's just going to focus on helping people. And my
There's
joke
this Rolex
was,
post.
Right. His second video, his fucking Rolex is in the front, is in the thumbnail.
Yeah, nobody fucking cares, dude.
Like, it was, the joke was how long before he's right back to his old self, and it took 2 videos.
Yeah.
But you want to cover, we got a few news pieces here that I pulled if you want to look at some of those.
Yeah, let's hop into it.
So, Sam Bankman-Fried, he's on dial-up level internet in jail, so he's asking, the lawyers are asking on behalf of SBF to get him out of jail because he can't prepare for his defense with dial-up level internet. So he is basically, he's asking for special treatment, right? He's already proven that he's tampering with witnesses. He's reaching out to people who shouldn't be, tampering with them. Should they let him out? What does here's my question. I don't know shit. I've never been federally indicted and never, faced my life in trial, but what does he have to prepare for? Isn't it his lawyers who are preparing for this?
Dude,
isn't that why you spend millions of dollars on lawyers? So you don't have to do shit?
Yeah, he's looking for special treatment.
Yeah. He's hating himself in jail right now.
But dude, every
week they're writing a new letter on behalf of SBF with some other reason. You remember it was like the diet thing at one point, and there's no vegan food in prison.
Keep the news reports coming because I'm just eating it up.
So did you see that BlackRock's purchase of Voyager was one big lie?
No, I did not see that.
So a September 8th, it was a September 8th. This doesn't even make sense. On September 8th, I think they meant, a fake press release syndicated to the Associated Press claimed that Voyager was going to be acquired by BlackRock, citing industry insiders. So somebody sent them a fake press release and they ran with it, dude. That BlackRock was buying out Voyager. And if you remember, the Voyager token, VGX token, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, it popped.
It popped. Yeah. So that's ingenious, dude. Whoever pulled that one off, GG to them, man.
You got a decent long out of a fake news presser.
And the AP didn't vet it at all, dude. They just ran with it.
That's wild.
So do you remember the guy who threw 8,000 Bitcoin in the trash? This was James Howell. He's gearing up for a lawsuit against a South Wales council over its refusal to let him try to dig up and find the hard drive he threw out 10 years ago. So they basically shut him down, and he's, he had a venture-backed $11 million project to dig it up, and now they're saying no. The dump is saying no way, no how.
I mean, what leg does he have to stand on for that?
Did you see that somebody paid 20 Bitcoin in fees?
Yeah, well, I didn't get a chance to dig into that. Was that a mistake, or was that a bug, or what the hell was it? I don't think anybody even knows.
Nobody knows. It makes no sense, right? So that's kind of the moral of the story here, is that $515,000 in fees was seen on the blockchain. It was picked up by the blockchain tracking X account, Whale Alert. Fuck that dude. And everyone else too. But
yeah,
my best guess, he says, is that this was created manually by pasting addresses and amounts into some kind of wallet software. They meant to set a fee of 8,632 sats, but accidentally pasted an output into the fee box, turning it into, I'm not even going to read that number, but a shitload more sats than it should have been, then broadcasted without, double checking. So that's a big oops. That's a $500,000 oops that someone made.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What else we got? So Bitcoin drops. I mean, we all know what happened today. I mean, we dipped below 25K today briefly before all those 25K buy orders, all those bids fired off. So everyone is kind of bracing, altcoins are bracing for a deeper crash from the FTX crypto sale. I touched on this a little bit earlier today and kind of been chatting about it in Discord a little bit, but they hold $3.4 billion in assets that are looking to offhold, and they're asking the bankruptcy court to unload them so there's not further decline in the profits. As we've seen, they should have done this literally day one of them taking over, but as of January 2023, they have 685 million in locked Solana tokens. So the Solana community is freaking out right now. We all know what happened with the FTX crash. I mean, Solana went to $8 with the FTX crash, with how wrapped up in that both Alameda and FTX and SBF was.
Yeah, hindsight being 2020, should have bought a shit ton of it there.
They're looking to offload 529 million FTT tokens. Worth nothing now, pretty much, but I mean, that's still money. Well, that's 529 million in FTT tokens.
Who's gonna buy those? They gotta have a buyer. It's gotta be a bid.
268 million in Bitcoin, 90 million in Ethereum, 67 million in Aptos, 42 million Doge, Polygon 39, XRP 30, bunch of stable coins, and then like a bunch of other just random alts as well. So the actual sale of these is not going to affect the price of crypto. Right? It's not. It's not like FTX is going to fire up a Coinbase account and sell them that way, right? They're going to make deals with these exchanges. They're going to be over-the-counter deals, and it's not going to affect the price of Bitcoin. But psychologically, right, it's probably gonna. I mean, you already see everyone talking about it on Twitter today. Yeah. That's what everyone's talking about. While them selling these isn't going to affect the price, but all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt surrounding this is going to push it lower. As potentially that could have played a part into what happened today. I mean, at one point, alts were bleeding super hard today.
Yeah, this morning looked like death warmed over on altcoins.
So we'll talk about this briefly, but Vitalik, his X account was hacked and over $750,000, $700,000 was drained from victims' wallets, mostly in NFTs. There was a bunch of random crypto as well, but it was a lot of the big name NFTs that they got. They got like CryptoPunks, Miladies. Yep. So pretty insane.
Of like all the smart individuals out there, you think he would have some kind of offline 2AF, right?
Yeah,
at least
even
a YubiKey.
I have a YubiKey. Like, yeah. And I don't have nearly, not even close to the money that he has to safeguard. Not to mention his pet baby project, Ethereum. I mean, it's amazing. Now, Twitter does not allow hardware two-factor authentication, but it does allow you to use a two-factor authentication app like Google or some of the other ones out there.
Authentication.
You do not, and this is a warning to everybody out there, you never use your phone number or your email as two-factor authentication. If you have money on a crypto exchange, do not use your email or your phone number as two-factor authentication, because
Just make
they
it
can
easy.
SIM swap it.
And then they got everything.
Yep, and then they got everything.
Yeah.
So get your
Also, you can
get your security
lock,
up.
You can lock your Sims. Like,
Yeah, I locked mine. Yep. Yep.
you can hop on, whatever website your service is, go into the settings and click the Sim lock thing. You just got to remember to unlock it when you change devices.
Yep, mine's locked with Verizon. I know you can do it. All of them you can do it.
I did it on the Comcast or Xfinity service. And if they can do it, anybody can do it.
But this is just a good reminder that you need to stay up on your security. Maybe spend this weekend or something if you got the free time and just kind of set everything up, make sure you're safe.
You know how many people are like, they never look at their wallets and they're going to come back to their wallet a year from now and everything's gone and they have no idea where it went or when it went.
And those, you get the text messages, random text messages that are saying like, hello or hi or like, hey, is this Professor such and such? They want that. Those are phishing. They're phishing.
Yeah.
Also, don't respond to those. But,
certainly don't answer any personal questions if you're fucking with them.
Yeah. PayPal launches a feature to enable users to pay with crypto. This is coming hot off the heels of their PYUSD stablecoin launch. Very rarely.
Okay. I use it quite a bit. Like, I use it for just paying miscellaneous, like revolving, like, subscription services. Dude, I'm getting an email day after day right now saying, on the 12th, this is tomorrow, we're killing backup funding. So they'll no longer automatically fund the PayPal account from, like, your debit card or your bank account or their own MasterCard system. PayPal's going to be absolutely useless to me in the future.
I hesitated there because I used to.
Yeah.
When I stopped using PayPal is when I switched to an Apple phone, because Apple Pay is built into like every single website now. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Just so easy. But
I start doing Google Pay on everything now.
So, do you remember when Vitalik sent a bunch of money from his personal wallet to an address and then sold it? This was recently.
Yep. I posted it in Discord to say, hey, look, if he's out, y'all should be out too.
Yep. So he did it again.
Yeah.
So he hasn't dumped it yet, but he moved a large amount of ETH to that same wallet that sold earlier. So it's like he is bailing. Not bailing on Ethereum, but he sees the writing on the wall right now. And the writing on the wall right now is that, the bottom's not in. That doesn't mean that we're not going to have green days, right? But is he going to sell again? That's the question everyone's asking right now after a large amount of ETH was sent to that same wallet that previously sold.
Yeah, I mean, if the creator of ETH is dumping his own tokens, something's up, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think ETH is weird. I don't see any other major project like figureheads dumping their own tokens. I've certainly never seen Charles do it. I've never seen the Solana, team outside their scheduled, profit taking.
Never seen Pepe do
it. never seen Banana Gun do it. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. ETH is a weird ecosystem, and I'm tired of paying ETH fees, so somebody needs to kill them.
Yeah, like Vasco said, not a good look for ETH. It's not.
The ecosystem, not the people.
Yeah. So Gensler's speaking tomorrow.
Oh, it's a
He's
big
testifying before the Senate Banking Committee tomorrow, and I'm guarantee he's going to have a lot to say about crypto, especially with who's on the banking committee, right? I mean, they're going to be asking him about crypto and stable coins and who should be overseeing that. So pay attention to that tomorrow. Does it move markets? Well, maybe, depending on what he says. But he starts at 10 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow.
Yeah. That's not the only thing in the news. Like, the rest of the schedule this week's kind of crazy. So also, just real quick to piggyback off of the Gary Gensler thing. So today, or actually a few days ago, a CFTC,
issues orders against operators of 3 DeFi protocols for offering illegal digital asset derivatives trading. So they've gone after DeFi in the past. We talked about that on some live streams.
Can you zoom in your text? There you go.
We talked about it in the past where they were going after validators. Everyone said we can't go after DeFi. And then they went after validators, but now they're actually going after 3 companies. One's North Carolina, Delaware, and California. Deridex, 0x, and OPY. I've never even heard of these.
I'm not either.
But, does this get the ball rolling downhill for them to go after other ones? Who knows? But I'd expect maybe Genzer will talk about that, DeFi a little bit tomorrow, but probably mostly stable coins.
Yeah, I mean, Wednesday gets even spicier with the FTX liquidation approvals. CPI data is Wednesday. And there's a Bitcoin conference or mining conference, the token 2049. And then Thursday's PPI, so retail sales data.
Yeah, like I said, Wednesday, if they get approval to sell those, what do you think is going to happen?
I honestly, dude, we're at the bottom of the weekly range. Like, honestly, I think we're like, the crypto sentiment is in the shitter right now. It is the perfect time for market makers to run us up, take a higher high, and then capitulate us like 15%.
Yeah.
I think that's totally what's going to happen. But maybe we just roll over and die right here. I mean, just look, we really have not even licked a single like long-term position yet on these charts today.
Arbitrum. So here's a little warning. I mean, Arbitrum was all the hype. The Arbitrum airdrops. It's all anyone ever talked about. The ecosystem was booming.
Yep.
So now it's at an all-time low, and so is the network usage isn't at an all-time low, but it's low. It's declining. Total value is declining. A decline in active addresses, engaging with its dApps, and a general malaise across the crypto market has taken its toll on these altcoins. So Arbitrum is down hard. I mean, it's in price discovery territory in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So it's just a little warning. This is what I'm saying when both Nick and I say, don't marry your bags, man. Like, hop in, hop out, make your money and get out. Don't hold those things into the ground.
So is there token inflation just out of control too? I don't know, but that could be the
I
issue
don't know
for them.
either.
They got it. They're here comes Bitcoin. It could be token inflation.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that weekly chart.
Yeah, it's dead. Anything will come back. There'll be a new competitor that says, hey, look, we're better than Arbitrum by a factor of 0.01%, and everybody will buy their token.
Yep. We got, I just thought this isn't really crypto related, but I guess it kind of is. But commercial bank deposits are just falling off of a cliff right now. So if this was 2008, this would have been the 3rd largest outflow during the entire great financial crisis. Since the March 2023 bank panic, it's only the 8th largest. Troubled waters lie ahead. And Jamie Dimon was back at it again today. I don't know if I'm able to find the article now, but he was again bearish. It's like I make a joke that 1 week he's bearish, 1 week he's bullish, but it's the truth. Last week he was talking good about the economy, and today, maybe I posted it in Discord here, but he said, I don't know where I put it. Anyways,
He like moved the chance of a recession to like 15%, and then today he's like the opposite.
yeah, I just don't get it.
Well, they're messing with your emotions.
Can't be
on
wrong
purpose,
if you're
man.
playing both sides, I guess,
Look,
right?
Yeah, so like their entire purpose is to counterplay retail, man. That's how they make their money. They're not going to come out there and tell you their moves. They're sucking up the liquidity, dude.
So how do you long cocaine?
Colombia's cocoa production at an all-time high. I don't know if it's an all-time high. It's probably at the top, right? I don't long the top, bro.
Oh, it's gonna keep going up, dude.
I longed pricing on wheat, and I'm killing it in that play.
So you know about banana, but I'm going to there's no sound here, but this is Banana's audit.
Looks like a teacher.
Not checking shit.
Checking grades.
What? I wasn't paying attention. What happened with Banana?
I watched it, man. I watched it. So Banana went live, and exactly 1 hour later, the chart just turboed red. I got it up. You want to switch me over here?
So this was trending. This was hyped up.
Yeah. So
It
Banana
had like
is a
$70 million market cap it got up to, right, or something like that.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I can show you in a second. But this was one of those hyped up Telegram bot, Ethereum trader things that had been killing it in the market. They've been getting huge market caps, people making a ton of money on it, and it's Banana Gun, right? So our contract is live, and exactly 1 hour later, we have a bug in our contract we cannot hot fix. Despite 2 audits, there is a bug in the contract with our taxes, which allow people to sell their bags while having tax tokens remain in the wallet. And then this is the result of exactly 1 hour on the T, man. It went live at 11:45 this morning UTC and Dumpsky at 15:45 and never came back. But the run up was impressive. I was literally just watching. This is a 5-minute chart, by the way. It ran up, 1,100% or 10,100%. And I'm watching for a flag like I always do. I'm kind of drawing them out like this. I'm like, oh, this is probably it. I'm pulling up my MetaMask, and it literally turboed all the way down the other way. It dropped 101%. And then crypto Twitter just engulfed in flames. It was like the sky was falling on Twitter for the remainder of the day. But this is the first time I've actually watched a rug happen live. Blame started getting shifted around on their Twitter account. They're getting a new audit, quote unquote. They're asking people not to buy. They're taking snapshots of people's wallets after it happened so they can try to make people whole. And then, sorry guys, we need time to for analysis, blah, 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 picture of the snapshot, and then that's really all they've said, right? So I don't know if anybody else follows like Trader Z and XO Trader and that whole group of like UK traders. A bunch of those guys are like Irish and English. They were.
I did. I thought they were legit. Oh, not like I never took financial advice from them, but they posted some shit that was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I follow them just to look for potential plays and then do my own analysis. But, the PAL token, which I've been pretty hyped on, and I still think this project will do well. I think maybe they picked some shitty influencers. I've been doing TA across this thing, back and forth for 3 or 4 weeks now. But those are the guys who are involved in this. And then the Banana team was giving them shade, or the Banana influencers were throwing shade at them all day this morning and all weekend. And the Banana team got it right back today. So... just wild. An interesting day in crypto Twitter. I don't know if anybody else enjoys crypto Twitter, but if you're not in crypto Twitter, it's a place to behold itself.
Dude, if you're a crypto trader, you're not in crypto Twitter, you're doing it wrong.
I mean, there's always gems, man. If there's no gems, there's at least interesting drama. But I've never seen a project rug live. I thought maybe a big whale sold here, and then, okay, maybe he bought it back here to fake everybody out, and then it just turboed red, and I said, okay, somebody pulled liquidity. But it ran up today. It's only at 240K right now. Buying volume was about 9. 17.7 million was the market cap at the peak. So everybody's money's gone. I don't know how it happened, or if one person's responsible. I just don't know yet. But it rugged, and it rugged hard. It's a crazy, crazy day. But, I mean, the Bitcoin chart I was going to share is just this guy right here. We're playing liquidity, right? So, whoa, we are like really zoomed out there. So here's the flag, right? So original capitulation down. We are now in a fresh new 4-hour daily bear flag. Range top here. You can see where the resistance is starting to come on top. All right, so here's the people who shorted late. We'll probably eventually wick those guys out before heading lower. But you can see all the liquidity at the bottom here. We just haven't even touched yet. We haven't got into any of the really serious liquidity yet. This would be a capitulation wick. Down here to grab it all if it goes down there. There's this thing where all of crypto Twitter and retail and everybody who's active in the space, when they're totally out, and against Bitcoin going back up, it tends to rip to the upside. So if we get out of this range and we come back out and test it and hold it, so we do one of these, to hold it, and then we V-shape recovery. Look for us to take higher levels. Honestly, I think we can go back up and take a crack at these levels again if we don't lose it here. But perhaps we roll over and die. And that's the whole show. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
One level at a time.
I'm taking it one level at a time. Right now, I'm gonna throw my screen up real quick. Right now, we're bearish. I'm not placing longs right now. I'm not fighting the market unless I see something, right? Like I saw something this morning. So you guys want to talk about what happened this morning, right? So I posted it in Discord. Now I can't even zoom out, but this liquidity right here just disappeared. Why is it not working? Let me reload it real quick.
Let's be careful at the top there. It's got your whole... Yep.
There we go. So there was 18,143,589 volume just sitting here. This is like the thickest color it can get on fire charts, right? There was so much liquidity on Binance sitting at 24,600, 24,700 Bitcoin. Not to mention, we go down, this liquidity right here at 22,500-ish also got pulled. So it went from strong floor, right? We had a strong foundation below us, and then it just got rug pulled. Both of them. Millions and millions and millions of Bitcoin just got rug pulled below us. So that set up the move to the downside. Anytime that happens, anytime you have that much coordination and that much volume, that much Bitcoin just get pulled in two levels like that, that should raise a red flag to you. Now, and I was kind of talking about this too, where Bookmap, unless your Bookmap is running 24 hours a day, you probably wouldn't have caught that. Because Bookmap loads in the current data and then starts streaming. So if you would have sat down on the computer at 8 o'clock this morning and pulled up Bookmap or whatever, you wouldn't have seen that. That's why you need to look at a program like Fire Charts or like Trading Light to be able to see those plays. But on top of that...
I don't think you can even see it on Trading Different.
No, you can't. So on top of that, I mean, we also had some telltale signs, right? This is typical of what happens. So you start to see before the dump, those big sell orders come off, right? Here's the whales selling, boom, 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 boom. And what is the MMs? What is the algos? What is spot doing while the whales are selling? They're buying. That was just liquidity for the whales to push us down. But I mean, it's just lines up. I mean, look at here, sell, $1,000 plus order or $100,000 plus orders buying. And all this little small fishies swimming around down here were buying as well as we're selling. That's why it's important.
I can't see it. My screen, my bubbles in the way.
Well, they get the point I'm trying to make. I can move you. Hold on. There. Yeah, I mean, it was sell, buy for everyone else. So it's like, when I say swim with the whales, man, I actually mean it.
Yeah. It ain't that hard. All you do is pay attention. Like...
That's it.
I mean, Aere says it in every single one of his training videos. You gotta be in the charts on a daily basis to know the levels. Like when video content for me is kind of, it drained down a little bit last week. I don't know what I had, COVID or some bullshit. I'm feeling a little bit better these days. But when I'm still posting levels. I'm still looking at the charts. Like I'm in the charts. You gotta be in the charts every single day. You know, time in equals results earned, man. And
what was the analogy you texted me earlier? Driving a car or something?
Oh yeah, it's intuition, man. Like if you're looking for a reason, when you ask him or I, like, how'd you know it was coming? And I tell you, look, it just felt right. Like that's intuition. Like when I'm driving a car, I drive every day, and I'm driving a car, and I'm bopping along to a song or whatever the fuck's going on, and somebody cuts me off, and I just kind of swerve out of the way, easy peasy. It's like that's intuition. I've been a professional speed skater all my life. Like everybody, how do you do that shit? It's just practice. It's intuition. Same thing with charts. Like when you see a certain pattern starting to form, and then your brain's going like this, and then it starts clicking this way, and you see the resistance level, and you only have lines drawn on your chart, and it just doesn't get somewhere you thought it was going to go, and then it just starts going the other way, and like that's it. Like it just hop into play. You know what's happening, and it just works out. Now, not everything is like that, but sometimes it's just that easy. You just know from practice. You recognize the pattern, you recognize the play, you recognize the Monday morning open dump coming, and it just plays out perfect.
Yep. Yep, I could have said it any better myself. Sometimes, man, I just feel it, and it wasn't always that way. I didn't start off that way, right? And I didn't start off like I haven't been in an accident or like I didn't cause an accident since I was like 16, 17.
You haven't caused an
Dude,
accident.
I remember slamming against a parked car when I was 16 years old, dude. You know what I mean? Now I'm like dodging little freaking shoes on a highway going 80 miles an hour. Like it's just it's like you said, man, you got to put in the time if you want to do this. If this is what you want to do. If you want to be a trader, you got to put in the time, man.
Yeah, repetition equals results, man. The more reps you can put in with weights, with selling, with basketball, with soccer, with skating, with driving, like with everything. Everything you do, more reps you do, the better you get. If you put 15 minutes in the same thing, and I'm not saying that's going to get you the results you need on trading, but you do the same thing for 15 minutes every day. It's like, what is it, 30 hours a year? You've practiced that, and you're probably better than 90% of the world on that one thing. Imagine if you put 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, into the charts every day. Every day. Put them on the TV so you can see when you walk by. Put them on every screen in the house. Put it on the phone. The first thing you need up in the morning, shut the alarm up, boot the chart up. First thing you do, look at it for 30 seconds flat, then get up and go get a shower, brush your teeth. And then before you leave for work, pull the chart up on your computer. Look at the full view of it instead of just
set your levels, set your alerts.
Yep. Every time, man, you gotta put in the work, and you see the results, man. You know when you're clicking, and you know when you're off. Like if you start revenge trading, man, it's time to step back. Actually, I got a list here. When we talked about this earlier, I wanted to just go ahead and get this list out to people. So I'm just gonna read it. Right.
Welcome to mine and Donkey's life, dude. Bosco, he said he's sleeping 4 to 5 hours.
Dude,
I think Donkey sleeps less than that.
Dude, I trade Asia and New York. I did not trade both of those last week. I felt like ass.
Dude, we can sleep when we're rich. When we're
I can sleep when I'm dead, man. Like, I trade. People hanging out in Discord with me from like 11 p.m. to like 3 a.m. I'm trading Asia. Like every night I'm in Discord and people are like, "What are you doing up?" I'm trading Asia. I'm scalping. Like, look at the wins channel. I'm scalping, man. Every one of them scalps. If 5 or 6 of those scalps, lands me on the same profit as like the big 1,000% Bitcoin one I'm on right now. I'm like 1,900% in profit on my large Bitcoin short right now.
No, Bripto, I drink 1 cappuccino in the morning and then it's just cocaine for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, I live on caffeine, man. I got a full
I'm just kidding,
fridge full of Monster
but I have one. I have water all day.
I drink a lot of water and I drink a lot of caffeine. It's probably not healthy for you. I don't remember where I posted that. Learn TA. All right, so things to remember in choppy markets. Don't rush. If you missed the position, you missed it. Okay. If you want to throw me up here, I'm just going to kind of give some examples of what you should be looking for. All right, so if we're looking at like Market Cipher B and you missed the trade and you're looking to short and it's down here like this, you missed it. Okay, just forget it. Don't even try to go in. You're just going to get wrecked. Or the potential to get wrecked is there, right? If you're looking for a short and Market Cipher B is up here, okay. Okay, if all the other levels line up, don't chase things, right? Next one, wait and wait again. Wait for the pattern to develop, right? So things we talk about on a daily basis is when we get a capitulation. I don't even think this is really capitulation, but when we get a move down like this, wait for a pattern to form. So we're currently in a pattern, right? So we've already nicely formed out this bear flag. If we get out the top of this, we're breaking the top resistance. If we get to the bottom of this, don't short the bottom. Simplest thing in trading. Short the top, long the bottom. Buy the bottom, sell the top. That's the easy stuff, man. And so many people get it wrong. Number 2 was be patient and use alerts. I use alerts all day long. You want to see my alert channel right now? Look at all these alerts that have gone off today. There's like 19 of them. And that's pretty shy for what I do on a normal day. Next one was...
Yeah, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 alerts today that got triggered.
Yeah. Measure trading ranges and adjust your plan for sideways action. So there's nothing worse than jumping into a middle of a range, right? So if you thought you missed this move and you jumped in right here, You made profit and then you got licked out if you set a stop loss. You know, we're forming a new range, right? So don't hop in the middle of the ranges. Okay. The next one was zoom out and look at historical levels of support and resistance with those bases of consolidation. That one is more important now than it is probably been ever. I have another chart actually prepared for this. So as we come down here on the weekly chart, I mean, look where we're coming into, right? So this is the weekly GP we've already measured out, but this right here is the new area of support we're going to be testing. We're not going to fall right through that in one candle. So if you're shorting here, hoping you're going to be down here in 3 days, it's probably just not going to happen. Okay, so the time the short was up here. If you're looking to do the big daddy short right here, you're doing it wrong. So this is the previous historical area we've now got to watch. We are going to find, you know, that's the weekly, so that's a lot of big candles, but somewhere in here is where we're going to find support, and maybe we move back to the upside, or maybe we, you know, end up losing that range as well. But the next one was adjust your stop losses and take profit targets for the choppy price action. Like if you're already down here, you should be, you know, at least 25% out of your trade. If you took it from the top today before the jump down in the market, take some profit, man. Pay yourself, because if it goes the other way and you get stomped out without making any profits, you're just going to hate yourself. You can always add more to it.
You can do trailing stop losses too. I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah. The market can go sideways longer than you can stay solvent. That's a big one, right? Because everyone thinks this is it. This is the daddy short. This is the short that's gonna, you know, that's gonna pay me 250%, and I'm gonna be super happy. And then it runs the other way, and it stops you out. It just goes more and more with taking profit. And then I think I had one or two more here.
And where Donkey has that circled up top there, you want to kind of move your mouth. Yeah, there. That's where smart money gets in.
Yep.
That's where smart money makes their plays. And then all of a sudden it starts going down, and then dumb money hops in and tries to catch a falling knife.
Yep. Like I'm of a half the mind right now that we come up and we test this. I mean, this is a weekly chart. We come up and test this value.
All whales are doing right now is just gobbling up all these minnows. Like, I'm just going to throw this up just to show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you have to understand why. They want more crypto. So every time they dump it and you chase late, they move the market the other way to make money on you so that they can buy more crypto.
Yep. But it's been like a cat and mouse game since the middle of August, to where, you know, they'll crash the market. They'll like fake out like they're going long. Market might get a green candle, right? All the longs pile in late, and then they dump it again. And I mean, if you just look at this funding rate down here behind Nick, you can see where traditionally the markets have been long. I mean, you can go all the way back, and it's always long. The markets are always long, period. And you can see how it's been flipping back and forth now since the middle of August. It's like these whales are literally just eating the minnows alive right now, and it's hilarious. It's not hilarious. People are losing money, but it is. It's fun to watch. I mean, they're literally hunting the minnows right now, just flipping back and forth on this. Like they'll wait. They'll let the markets go long again, as they are starting to right now. As you can see what happened today. It was short for a while. After that dump off, now everyone's going long again, right? So maybe we will get a green candle tomorrow or the next day. Maybe they'll let us, and then they're just going to dump it again, man.
Yeah.
The bottom's not in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bid-ask system, guys. So for every buyer who sells, someone's got to be willing to buy it. I got no issues with that resolve anymore. Like, if you're on the wrong side of it, I made money off you. Next time, learn how to be on the right side of it.
It's the little things you watch out for, you know. It's just like something like this, all this liquidity they got pulled. Like that's just, it was pulled for a reason. Millions and millions and millions of dollars was pulled for a reason. That was to dampen the floor.
Yep. And the last one here was, just to get real quick, because choppy markets don't trade like trending markets. So those days where we have those beautiful range tops, range bottom longs, and easy 20x's that get us, 100% plays, 5% to the top and bottom of the range. If that's not happening, don't put a trade in. It's not worth getting destroyed. I guess.
I'm trading less and making more money than I was trading more. Does that make sense?
You're trading smarter for more wins and bigger wins. Anything else you want to add tonight?
No, not unless anyone wants a quick altcoin TA. Otherwise, I think we're good. I think we covered a lot. We got here. I'll throw this up. So we do have. Where is it? Nothing tomorrow really. We get the NFIB optimism index, federal budget. Let me zoom in here for you guys. But Wednesday CPI 8:30 in the morning, and then we have PPI, jobless claims, retail sales on Thursday, and then Friday import prices. Pretty much it. And then the following week is Papa Powell's speech and the interest rate on Wednesday.
Yeah. So what do you think, man? We get the increase?
I don't know, man. I'll tell you this: it's gonna all. I bet you they haven't made up their mind right now. They're gonna wait to see what the CPI comes in at. So the last two inflation reports we've had have showed an increase in inflation. It came in ahead of expectations. So I don't know. I guess it's going to depend on what happens with the PPI report on and CPI on Wednesday and Thursday of this week.
Yeah.
If they come in hot, they have to, right? They have to raise them.
Yeah, they're not going to have a choice. So I'm just curious, like, if they're just going to print. At some point, they're going to have to print. What's the
the NASDAQ's still pushing, right? I mean, we bottomed out and running up again. S&P's doing the same thing. The dollar's pretty flat right now. When we hit kind of a ceiling there at $1.05, kind of pulling back a little bit. So again, who's going to capitulate first? Is it the markets or is it the Fed? I mean, we have delinquencies at banks are up. At small regional banks, they're carrying the brunt of that load right now. So credit cards are defaulting. Car loans are defaulting at a higher rate right now. Highest level since 2008.
Yeah, also on top of that, the credit card application or credit application, like all credit applications, are at a 20% decline rate right now, which is the highest in the data's history. It's never been higher. So everybody applying for credit, be it mortgages, credit cards, auto payments, things like that, 20% decline level.
If you're paying any interest on a credit card right now, pay that shit off before you're dabbling in crypto. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't put anything on a card you can't pay off at the end of the month.
Should not be carrying any debt on a CC.
Minus emergencies, life happens sometimes, I guess, but
yeah, man.
Go rob a bank.
Credit cards, nutty.
Yeah. Think we're good.
That's it, man.
Appreciate you guys. Wait, Cuban, you want us to do bone swap real quick for him?
Bone swap?
Bone.
Someone's gonna have to fill me in on what happened here. Did this not work?
No. So there was a lot of hype surrounding. Oh, man.
Didn't contracts get stuck?
Well, there was a whole bunch of shit that happened. They had to relaunch it. But it wasn't Bone. It was the Shibarium.
Well, that was Shibarium. Okay, so make sure I got the right coin here. I mean, it looked like a dead overinflated coin.
Pretty solid tradable channel there.
That's the weekly. Oh,
shoulder,
boy.
head, and shoulder. Boom, right there.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know, man. You can see the shoulder, head, and shoulder as he just said here. You don't really have a solid neckline, though. I mean, I think this elite's come down to the bottom of the range. I mean, I just don't hodl this, please. So here's the thing about DEXs, dude. The supply is infinite. They just print tokens. It dilutes the project, especially if Bitcoin starts drawing down. It's just going to fall into permanent dilution. Every single one of them does it. There's no exception to this.
My guess is Bone's coming down to 0.675-ish.
0.65, yeah. I mean, this is a daily yellow X confirmed. That is not good on any asset. I mean, it drew down 12% today. I mean, maybe it recovers a little bit here, but we're like busting fibs out. Like, that's rough, dude. I don't even know if I can do TA in this comfortably. I mean, look at this daily wick. That's a 50% daily wick. What is going on?
The Shiba ecosystem and Bone and Shibarium, they need apes. They need retail apes to get in, and they're just not there right now.
There's no more money.
There's no new money coming in.
The POC of the range here on the daily. So I mean, if it holds here, we might get a little bit bounce back up and retest that daily. But ultimately, I think we just come back down to net zero here. It's all fun and games, but if you're holding this all the way from this top, man, you should have taken some profit. I mean, we're down 50% at this point. It can go down. It can come down another 50%. It can come down another 80%. I just don't know. With 40% wicks on some of these daily candles, it's not something I'd be sitting on. But we are on that larger range POC, so maybe we get a little bit of reprieve before continuing to the downside. It's going to follow Bitcoin, so if Bitcoin capitulates, it's going to go. And I mean, this is the SHIB project, right?
It's the Shiba swap or whatever, right?
Yeah. I mean, we solidly broke this trend line again, so we had a bunch of support here. We lost it, came back up, got it back here, and then we lost it again. Just no support there.
It'll probably do good in a bull run. I mean, the Shiba's trying to shed their meme coin tag. They're doing a better job of it than Dogecoin is. But the only thing Dogecoin has going for right now is Elon Musk. And that's, granted, a pretty big thing with Twitter. But they're doing a better job of shedding that meme coin tag than Dogecoin is. But just
the only thing I have
now
interest,
in this
honestly,
current market,
here, this order block on the daily is where I would be looking to buy this. I would actually potentially long this here, and that actually corresponds nicely with the measured move. So if we hit that, I'll be looking for a perpetual long, but I'm not buying this spot. So right there on that daily order block. So I set an alarm for 43, 44 there.
but this is also, you ask us to TA any altcoin right now, and it's gonna
look the same.
It's gonna look similar.
My bread and butter Aere here is just dying, falling over a hill.
Yeah, I mean, Aere lost its 25. Is it still under 25 cent?
It's 24.2.
Yeah, I mean, it lost its 25 cent psychological level. I mean, I think we're both targeting like a 15.
Targeting 7.5 cents.
Yeah, I mean, it's these altcoins are gonna bleed more. I mean,
and that's not personal against Bone. It just looks like shit, bro. I mean, so does Aere. Aere's got like a measured move of 65% down, and that's like number 4 market cap taking out stablecoin.
Here's what we're looking at too, right? This is altcoin market cap. This is the total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Coming down to that trend line, man.
Yeah, we're gonna come down to the bottom of this channel, right? I mean, all alts are gonna drop another 20%, maybe even more, before we break out into a bull run. We're just not there yet. But it's looking like we're gonna come back down to the bottom of this channel right now.
Yeah, this is the part of the thing where it shakes everybody's confidence, right? They sell, they get out, they walk away. All of you out there, if you watch this on the repeat or you're here live with us, your only job right now is to stay in crypto. That's it. You don't have to trade, you don't have to buy, you don't have to hodl, you don't have to DCA. Just stay involved in crypto so you know when the bottom's in before everybody else, okay? That's the one thing you got to do.
I do it a little bit different than some people do, but I have a giant bag of stable coins right now that I am just waiting for the bottom. Just like I hit that bottom at 15,700 or 14, whatever it was with FTX. Just like I got out at 31.8 with this recent top here. Gotta play smart, man. Gotta manage your bags.
Okay. And the other thing is too, limit orders work with first in, first out. And what I mean by that is you set an order today for a limit order on your exchange, that order will be filled before every single person, be it $1 or $10 million order, sets the minute after that and all the way out. If you're trying to catch a bottom on a spot order, there is going to be so many people in front of you, especially if it's a capitulation wick that looks something crazy. Like, if it looks like this at the bottom or something like this at the bottom where we wicked an extra 20% down and your order's literally right here on spot and you're just waiting for it, if that's not a limit order that was set months in advance, it's never getting filled. You will not fill an order right there. It just will not happen. So have a limit order in on your exchange you're using, ready to go. It's got to be there now, okay? When you get those capitulation wicks on the daily and it wicks down in there and that gets filled and you're immediately 5 minutes later 20% in the green, and you'll be thanking me. If you're an ADA fan, get them down in the 15-cent range, the 8-cent range. We can take a look at some coins in Discord if you're looking to add to the bags at some lower levels. There's going to be a capitulation at some point, and it's going to look a lot like this. That's a weekly wick, right? And it recovered pretty quickly on the daily, the hourly of that candle there.
Giovanni, if Matic goes up, it's just going to hit the top of this trend line, and then it's coming down. Matic, I made the biggest bag of my life on a perpetual play, shorten this coin from the top to the bottom. This CRV and BNB made the best 30 days. I mean, this coin does not look good. Matic does not look good right now. Right,
Matic's got competition, just like ARBs.
Getting into the bull run, sure. But if we pump, we're just going to be smashing our head against this trend line, which we have been trading since the beginning of the year. We haven't been able to break it. Had that fake out breakout with that XRP news in July 13th, and then it just fell right back in. So it's possible that bullish divergence plays out. I don't see it though. I don't see what you're seeing on the daily chart.
On Matic?
Yeah, you said the daily chart there's a bullish divergence. Matic making bullish divergence 1 day chart. I guess if you went like that.
I got you here. If you throw it up. You got to have more metrics than just, we're range bottom, right? So again, this is Matic. So here is the bottom of the range, and here's that slight deviation in the range. So technically you can, I would probably take it all the way back here, right? So, technically that is a divergence, right? But we got to claim this candle's back for that to be proven, right? So it's got to come all the way back up to 52.25 for that divergence on the daily to have any kind of effect. But here's the issue, right? So here is that is not what I wanted to do. So here is the volume down here. Oh, it is hidden behind my face.
I'm moving you right now.
I got you. I moved the chart. Okay, perfect. Look at the volume. Like where do I put this? It's just rolling downhill. So here's the volume, just rolling downhill. Someone's got to be willing to buy it. And that daily candle is now looking like a hammer the other way. So here we already whipped back up and we're retracing. So we'll see where this closes in 22 hours, but technically, yes, hidden bullish divergence. But we need a volume divergence to go with that. If I just pull up these other indicators here quick, I can take a look at that. So here's money flow, a little bit different setup than what Cypher B looks like. So we have to break, this trend line, at least right here, for me to feel bullish with money flow. Same thing with... This is trend exhaustion. So this is buyers or sellers, or not buyers or sellers. This is actually whale money. We just haven't broken anything. Divergence. We haven't set any kind of bullish divergence yet. So I would be looking potentially for something like this. So maybe we find support down here. I think we got lower to go. So nothing is telling me to be bullish in this coin yet. And let's take a look at buys and sells. This looks a little better. So, here you could actually see on spot that the reverse head and shoulders there, inverted head and shoulders. But if we hold this trend line, maybe we get a pump up. But that trend line's got to come all the way back more. So,
remember, just because we're bearish right now doesn't mean we're bearish on the project, right? It's just, I don't know how you...
I'm not bullish on Matic. I think
neither am I, but just look at this, right? It's since the beginning of February... Since the beginning of February, it's just been lower lows and lower highs. So I don't know how you can look at that and be anything but bearish, right? You don't want to fight the trend.
Yeah. So if you're looking to add a little bit, it's not a bad spot to add to the bag.
Yep.
It really isn't. So, this
if
low
you have
here,
conviction
you're at a
in the
double
project,
bottom. I just wouldn't moonshot this bag right now. I don't
I'm
know
not
the last
selling
time
the house
TA
and aping
Matic.
into it.
Yeah. Look at this. I don't know last time I drew this down, but here was, hey, if we tap value very high, we're probably coming down like 25%. We're lower than that right now. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah.
So somewhere I measured this move out, and we're below that. Don't fight Bitcoin dominance either. That's the other big thing. Bitcoin dominance is going up, right? So if alts bleed in the Bitcoin dominance goes up. If Bitcoin goes down and alts go down further, Bitcoin dominance goes down, or Bitcoin dominance goes up. Yeah. So we're gonna get to like that 60% Bitcoin dominance, in my opinion, and that's really gonna mark the end of the market.
End of the bear run.
Yeah, the bear market. But I think we test this area here. That's another 2.5%. If we can get over that, we got one more above us. So we got a long way to go. Unfortunately, it's going to feel like forever when the market's going down like this. That's it for me, man. I got nothing else.
I think we're good. Appreciate everyone for watching. Giovanni, Cuban, who I think is Kramer, maybe. Brian, Bripto, TL, Vasco, everyone who joined on in. Smash that thumbs up button, guys. Helps the algorithm.
RSI is a lagging indicator. Just keep that in mind. All right, guys. I appreciate you.
Later.
Later, guys.